I want to share something with you guys today. It's not something that came to me all at once. It took me years of change, years of tribulations. Here it is. Belonging isn't a place, it's something you carry. Now, how could this be true? Right? Because when people think of belonging, they think of a home, they think of a city, they think of a group of friends, they think of a community. But what if you never stayed in one place long enough to find those things? It's my story. I was 13 years old, standing on a football pitch in Hanoi. It was a brutal summer afternoon where the air was so thick with the smells of street food and motorbike exhaust that even breathing alone felt like an exercise. On top of that, my team was losing horribly and just messed up a crucial pass. I'm getting yelled at by one of my teammates in flawless Vietnamese. I understood the tone, but not the words, so I nodded and apologized, pretending to get it. A few minutes later, he ran past me and muttered something under his breath. It was in English this time. "You will never be one of us." Ouch! That sucks, doesn't it? Being told that you don't belong. Being told you're out of place. And in that moment, I truly believed him. Because this feeling was nothing new. I'm 16 years old. But I've had more homes I could count. My parents are diplomats, so every 3 years, we pack up our lives and move to the next country. It sounds exciting, doesn't it? New country, new food, new cultures. But the truth is, it's like living through a dozen lives and never getting to finish a singular one. In America, it was about obsessing over basketball and pop music. Back in Vietnam, it was about navigating the bustling streets and the unspoken rules of a new school. And here in India, it's about living amongst the population where English is a second language and sticking out like a sore, white thumb that can't handle spicy food. And I was just so sick of it. I was so sick of my parents who were dragging me along every 3 years. I was so sick of being trapped in a concept I never agreed to, misunderstood, confused. And every time I started belonging, I fall back down again. So obviously, until the past few months, I was miserable. I never moved on. And that's when The Catch in the Rye found me. Because a book where the protagonist, Holden Caulfield, looked at the world and thought, this is phony. The adults were fake, hypocritical, pretentious. What he wanted to do was protect something that was true. The feeling of being a kid in the field of rye, where every child could play without being judged, where every child belonged. I saw that field and I thought, yeah, that sounds familiar. Because I have my own field, only it's not made of grain, it's made of memories. It's Elena at the park with my friends playing football. It's a butterflies used to get when I spoke to a particular girl. It's my Indian friends teaching me my first Bollywood dances, laughing at my clumsy moves. I treasure those moments. I ache for them in nostalgia, the feeling that everything was simpler back then. The feeling that I belonged more to these past versions of myself than I do now. And these feelings consumed me. Just like Holden, I wanted to be my own catch in the rye. To catch those moments before they slipped away from me. But the more time I spent in those memories, the more I realized that they're just that. Memories. Ghosts. Things are never the way we remember them. And the moment has passed. The magic is gone. So we can only look back on it with a mixture of love and sadness. Or else that melancholy would tear you apart if you let it. People get one good year in their life, They live in nostalgia for the rest of it, blinded to the future, blinded to the present, while life flies away. So you must carry on. Life flies, so just carry on. What I had to realize was that life isn't a series of separate chapters, it's a continuous story. The kid who struggled on the football pitch back in '08 isn't that different from the guy giving this talk today. They're the same person. And the friends I made aren't gone. I carry them with me, and they're woven into who I am. It's not about a country or city, it's in the moments. The moments you share, the relationships you form, and the lessons you learn. The bullies back in Vietnam tried convincing me that I was worthless, and that I didn't belong. What they couldn't take away from me was the resilience I gained or the friends I did make. So here's my message to anyone out there that's lost, to anyone out there searching for belonging. Stop searching for a place, because you can't just hope that your dream college or your dream job or that next promotion would give you the sense of belonging you crave. Instead, start creating belonging wherever you are. Reach out, connect, adapt, and allow yourself to be vulnerable, even if it means saying another goodbye. It's scary, right? I'm not good at goodbyes either, but there's zero chance I'm going to be miserable because of it. In a world that never stops moving, homes change, people change, friends change. But what doesn't change, what you carry, is yourself. So be your own catch in the rye. Thank you.